morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. I've already showed you how to make the original biscuit mixture. All right, so now what I'm going to do is show, and I had promised you this, so I'm going to show you. We are going to sit there and make a light whole wheat biscuit mixture. In other words, we're going to change it around some and make a light whole wheat for somebody who wants to make it a whole wheat, but they don't want it 100% whole wheat. And I've got some ideas floating around. Now, I've already made biscuits with this recipe where I changed it around. So I'm going to show you how to do it. And I remember I also showed you how to add the oil. They don't use butter or shortening. They use a mild oil in their biscuit mixture when they make it. But they add a preservative, whereas I keep mine in the refrigerator because I want to get away from those preservatives, because preservatives are glue, and everybody knows what glue does. When you use it outside of the body, heaven knows what it does to the inside of your body. But I do know that when they add those glues, it gives a funny taste to these foods that are frozen, or meals that are frozen. They have a very funny taste. Okay, so we're going to be making 3 cups of this light whole wheat, and we use the name Bisquick because I love the name Bisquick mix. Okay, so we want 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. You're going to need a food processor for this. So that's 1.5 cups all-purpose. We're going to add 1.5 cups of whole wheat flour. I think I'm going to have to buy some more whole wheat flour. I'm running low. All right. Now for the salt. I'm going to have to do some math while we're doing this. Okay, we're going to need, aren't we? Let's see. You're going to need a tablespoon of baking powder plus a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Excuse me 1 minute. Now for salt, and I forgot to get that now. Now see, when you buy it in the store, you don't know if they are using iodized salt or plain salt. But I will assume they use plain salt in the one you buy in the store, because they're not so concerned about nutritional value as much as they are making the dollar bill. Now you're going to need 3/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm going to use my kelp mixture. What you're going to do is you're going to blend this up first before we go any further, because this has to be mixed thoroughly. So let that get mixed. Okay, now while that's mixing, you need a mild tasting oil. You can use, I use sunflower or safflower because you really can't taste it, okay? Now we are going to have to pour. If you try doing it with butter or shortening, doing this, it doesn't work. It's the oil, that's how they do it. So we are slowly going to add 3 tablespoons of oil. That's it. By pouring it slowly, it blends. If you pour it in a hurry, it'll stick to the bottom and you won't get it into the flour. This is why it's very important you pour it slow. That is it. That's how you make it. Now that is a light whole wheat biscuit mixture. And this is why it has to stay in the refrigerator, is because there is no preservatives in it. And you don't want your oil to go rancid. Now, you know I'm going to sit there and try other flours. And as I try them and they work out, I'll give you different combinations of flours that we can make. Let's see, I'm going to need a smaller one to pour this in. I'm trying to think of how to get it out without too much of a mess. So if you want to make a biscuit recipe and you want to make it more nutritious, if you make this mixture, it's the same except it's got some whole wheat flour in it. But any of the flours I try, I'll try baking with them first to see if they come out, because I don't want to tell you to use this mixture and then it doesn't rise or it doesn't do this, so I'll be careful of how to do it. But this is how you can, if you like using Bisquick, you can make this mixture if you want to make it more nutritious. You can do it this way and not have a problem. And that's it. And this gives you a little over 1, 2, 3, 4 cups. Okay? Because it's all fluffed up and everything. So that's how you make a light whole wheat biscuit mixture. Take care and enjoy the day. Bye-bye.